I thought we did an average job. The first half, I thought they played awfully well. We got in some foul trouble. We had some lineups in there that, weren't normal, and we had a couple guys that didn't play real well, but they played well. But then when we got that lead to 7 in the second half, and Henry blocks that shot, gets the rebound, falls out of bounds, throws it to them. They hit a 3. Cash turns it over. We had about a 2-minute stretch there where it went from 7 up and a block shot, or 8 up, and we're gonna maybe start pulling away to they went up 1. And give them a lot of credit. I mean, they did a good job. They played hard. We had some guys that really struggled. Kenny really struggled, and he's been playing so good. I think it was those 40-minute games, and I just got to live with it right now. But I was disappointed in a few guys because there were things we really went over in the report. So maybe mentally we showed a little crack for the first time in a while. We just weren't quite on top of scouting reports, who goes right, what happens. Maybe it was the short turnaround time. Maybe it was poor coaching. But we all got to do a better job, and that's what I'm going to vow to do.
How much did they take you out of your comfort zone today?
They did. We didn't run, but we didn't run. We ran early. Then we had Connor, Gabe in there. It was just different. We didn't run real well, and then Cash, then got a little frustrated because he had to handle the ball a little bit more. We just didn't do a very good job, and we as coaches didn't think I didn't do a very good job first half. Second half, we started opening the court up a little bit more, running some more things. We started defending. We started rebounding, which, I think we're a plus 15 or something second half. They sagged off some guys. They did some things, and especially when I put some of the more subs in there. And then, Nick actually played pretty well, but then defensively they're just so small with a shooting center, 13, and that hurt us a little bit. We couldn't get him back in, but, he made 6 free throws, got 5 rebounds. And I think that's over now, because now the teams we play are huge, and that'll change us a little bit too, because Kenny can't play the number of minutes he's playing, and I think he didn't play well, but I don't blame him for it. The poor substitution pattern over the Chicago weekend and this, I think it hurt him.
Your guys talk about just the level of relief a little bit right now, and there's a different sort of pressure in this maybe than there is because it's one and done. Sort of. Do you feel them playing with any sense of pressure?
No, in fact, I didn't think so at all. I mean, if you're feeling the pressure, and you jog back on defense like we did, that's weird pressure. No, I don't think so at all. We have enough guys that have been around. Now, when we put Gabe and we had some lineups in there that were a little different, that haven't played in these kind of games. But, Aaron Henry's got to learn. He's got to grow up a little bit and learn that the my bad days, when you're a freshman that started a lot, they can happen, but you're not usually advancing. And so he grew up a little bit tonight, and the cool thing is we went back to him, and he responded, and that's, again, the resiliency, the way these teams respond, the challenges, halftime rebounding was a big deal, defense. But, I'll look at it later and say it was a hell of an effort by a team that really had zero rest because of that turnaround. And if someone doesn't like that as an excuse, too bad.
Cassius was just saying maybe the best defensive team he's played. He thought they were that good. Just your assessment of how they shut you guys down or stayed in that game.
They had a really good game plan. just forcing us to tough situations. They didn't let me get other people involved as much as I do, so that was big. They stayed on Quaid and didn't let him get his roll up and things like that. So they took our rhythm. Kenny not making shots hurt a little bit, so if Kenny was in shots, they'll have to start playing a little bit more honest. But that's okay. We got our feet under. The first game's always the toughest. You just gotta stay confident. Stick to the game plan. When the team start hitting threes like that, it can also keep you. Take you away from what you do. Cause you to have turnovers and stuff like that. But we did a good job just staying solid, sticking to our game plan the whole time. Just being aggressive. I pride myself on just making the right play. That was open. They did a good job of just sticking to other guys, not letting me get other people involved in that way. So they forced me to be a scorer today.
Was this another one of those intense half times that you guys whether this year?
Yeah, not as worse because you know how it goes. We weren't weren't necessarily playing bad. We just weren't playing how we play. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not making shots and things like that, that always it makes stuff look a lot worse when you're not hitting shots. So we weren't playing bad, but we weren't playing as best we could, and we were still only down 1. So they had a lot we could fix, and coming out in the second half, we tried to do that.
Those late runs and halves have been kind of your thing. How were you able to summon up another one today?
In the game you need 3 possessions, especially down the stretch. If you make 3 possessions, in the last 10 minutes of the game, that really can open up the game. So we pride ourselves on getting 3 stops, 3 plays like that, and once it finally happened, we broke it open. You can't take any for granted. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. You just gotta keep fighting, keep playing, and at the end of the day, winning is all that matters.
The Sweet 16 on the line.
Man, it's gonna be a grind. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. The Big Ten it's a grind for sure. I feel like this might be the longest Big Ten season ever. But like I said, we're excited to play out there, excited to play to advance, and I know they are too.
How much of that experience for you, the team, the program, whatever, helped in a game like this with a team that hadn't been there in 13 years, going down the wire tight like that?
Yeah, huge. Just like I said, I feel like we was pretty calm. Teams can, especially on the upset, they're up 3 with 3 minutes left, or it's a tie game at 4 minutes. That's where a lot of teams crumble, and they let the pressure get to them. Bradley didn't have any pressure today. You know what I'm saying? If they won, they won. If they lost, everybody expected them to lose. So they played with no pressure down the stretch. We were the ones with the pressure, and I think we didn't let that get to us.
No, that was the best 15s that I've ever seen in my life of watching March Madness basketball. They were tough. They were clutch. They played hard. They were disciplined with their plays. I mean, they were executing to perfection. We were just happy that we pulled it out. Like the whole first half. Yeah, the whole first half, and maybe a little bit into the second. That's when we started to go on a run and figured them out a little bit. But no, they were an extremely tough team. Getting some stops. They were hitting some tough threes in the first half. And then we started contesting a little bit better, and they were missing. I think I seen them miss a couple open layups, and they missed a couple open threes, and then we were just able to capitalize on offense. Sorry.
I don't want to say it was quiet, 26 for Cassius, but he's been the guy all year, and he did it again today. Just talk about his play today.
He's just that guy who can take over, and is not afraid to take over. He's got that ability, and he helps us, and he sees it. Like whenever we're in a slump and we're not hitting shots, he just takes over. I'm going to score these next 2-3 possessions for us and bring the lead back up. But he's a guy who can take over, and he really helped us a lot today.
You said yesterday, though, all that really matters now is winning. How much, how little does it matter? Just finding a way to win, right?
Yeah, obviously. But also my thing yesterday was just getting better. So today we didn't really play that well. So our goal in this next game on Saturday is just to get better from today. Be better with our matchups, be better with the scouting report, and be better with our effort.
Strange to play a Big Ten team again now, coming up?
I don't know about Strange, but I think hopefully it'll be a little bit more comfortable. But at the same time, Coffey and McBrayer and number 22, I forgot how to say his name, but they've been playing really good lately, so we got to be able to check those guys. Just our scouting report, we can rely on it because we've played them before, and we're comfortable, a little bit more comfortable, because with a new team, you got to adjust to all their plays and their schemes and how they do stuff.